The question that I learned to ask is, how are my competitors making their sales? Right? If I can answer that question, then that leads me to a whole slew of questions, which is, can I do better? Are they doing a good job? How many different ways are people searching? What are the different root words that people are using? You know, and then that really can help you to understand, can I compete? Can I do it better? What do people really want when they search for this product? So if I look at the niche and I look at the competition and I look at what they're doing right and wrong and how they're getting their sales, and from an SEO perspective, a product development perspective, all of that data is going to tell me whether I can move forward with this product. Can I truly compete? And if I can't compete from a value, design, SEO perspective, then I'm lighting my money on fire most of the time, right? And especially in competitive categories, right?
And what do you say to people that they have all the data, that they have a good product, but they're still like, there's that hesitation? Maybe someone that's never, because you've done it now
Right.
a lot. You've launched a lot. Like, hey, this has a high chance of success. I've got the data. There's a lot of people out there that even with the data, they're like, I've never done this before.
So it comes down to like having a step-by-step guide, letting the data tell you to move forward.
Yeah.
So, hey, I know how I'm going to launch this. I know exactly step by step. I'm going to target these keywords.
Right.
I'm going to spend this much on ads. I'm going to order this many units because my estimated sales on launch will be what it is. But a lot of the sellers that are coming in, even if they have a big budget, I get guys coming in that are successful in business or they have good careers, and they're telling me, I've got $50,000 to $100,000 to invest in an Amazon brand. And I'm like, okay, great. Take 10 of it and let's walk the process with something slower. Because there's two levers to budget requirements. It's going to be the velocity and the landed cost, right? So the more expensive it is, if it's moving slower, you still don't need a ton of money. But if it moves fast and it's expensive, it's going to cost you a ton of money. And people don't properly estimate their budgets. So one of the mistakes that I see is like they'll get into a niche where they don't have enough capital to really get into it.
Yeah.
And if they follow our strategies on creating great content, on targeting the right keywords, turning on ads, SEO, all of a sudden they run into a position where they were hoping to sell 10 units a day, but they're selling 50. And all of a sudden they run out of stock in 3 weeks and they're not in stock for 2 months.
Right.
And it's really hard to strike lightning twice. The way that Amazon ranks you is history. So you got a history of performance times your indexing. And then that history, once you're out of stock, becomes zero.
Yeah.
So you're accumulating a bunch of zeros into your performance. And after 30 days, it's really, really hard to recover because you were in stock for 3 weeks, but now you're out of stock. And now your blended average of performance is so low that you blew through your inventory. Everything went well. You order a bunch of units and then you get it in stock. And this is the story we've heard 1,000 times, which is you get it back in stock, but the performance isn't the same. You can't recover those keywords.
Yeah.
And so the data will tell you to do this niche. I need $75,000. I need to order 5,000 units. I'm comfortable. I've tested my designs. Sure. And part of the data that we look at to be comfortable is I take my design and I put it against the 3 best sellers. And if I don't get half the votes, at least, I don't move forward. So I'm using tools like PickFood or Product Opinion or IntelliView. There's 3 market testing like things out there that you can go ask 100 people in a specific audience, which one would you buy? Right. And if they vote for mine, I'm comfortable to go place that order. Right. And I'm comfortable risking my capital on that product. The whole test it with 100 units or 500 units thing, I'm not a big fan of it because, again, you hit lightning. Next time you place a large order, it doesn't work.
And so if you had someone that was looking to sell on Amazon, brand new, and you could only give them one piece of advice, would that be it? Just like find the data, follow the data? I do want to let you know that if you want my help starting or growing your Amazon business, I'm here for you. There is a link down below where you can get a free call with someone from my team, and we will give you an overview of how we can help you to start or grow your Amazon business. We have the Passion Product Accelerator. If you've never started an Amazon business, you're looking to start an Amazon business, we can help you from zero all the way to launching and making 6 figures passive income with your Amazon business. Or we have FBA Scalers, which is more for people that are looking to grow their existing Amazon businesses. There are links down below. You can get on the free call with someone from my team, just click on the link down below, apply. We don't let everyone get on the free call, so make sure you apply and fill out all the information, and I hope to hear you on the call soon. And now let's get back to the video.
Step by step, know what data to look at, how much do I need to spend on this product? How are my competitors getting their sales? What keywords will I use when I launch it? How do I design a better product? And do people actually like my design better? Like, how do I disrupt that design? This is where we use AI a lot as well, where we're using AI to generate unique molds, unique images. Like, so in toys, it's like dinosaurs and unicorns, right? My boys are dinosaurs, girls are unicorns. How do I make a cuter dinosaur? How do I make a cuter unicorn? How do I really disrupt from a design perspective this niche? And is that enough? How long of a moat do I get when I do that, right? So you have to really understand these things. And so the learning curves are super steep. I understand why people are hesitant, but once you really dig in and you learn the proper way to look at the data, you'll get confirmations to move forward.